Greetings, my friends. With regards to the question of sex before marriage, this video is key. Much is explained by Ela and David in such a clear and compelling way that I hope that young couples will see and take note of this. Roll the film. We've been talking about boundaries in the previous interview. Now, you both related to me that you had 3 things that you agreed to as a couple that set the standard for your future relationship. Could you please elaborate on that?
When the day came that I first asked Ela to go out with me, we did have a very strong conversation, and she laid out these 3 points for me. Basically, it was a case of you either accept these or you go.
Well, yeah, I said, the only way that the relationship would work is if, number 1, we have God always as the center of our relationship. And number 2 is the moment that he will raise a hand or, verbally any sort of abuse, I would end the relationship right there and then.
Okay.
And the third one was infidelity. I think that was quite important for me.
Oh boy, that was a strong one for me too.
Yeah, so I said, only once that you will be, unfaithful, then I think, that's the end of the relationship.
Now, you agreed between the 2 of you that you would not have sex before marriage, okay? And you've kept to that, you've kept faithful to it. And those 3 tenets that you just brought up, you also kept faithful to that. Now, there's a young lady or a young man that are sitting there and saying, well, hang on, what if I abstain from all physical contact and all sexual experimentation, and then we marry and I don't like what they do, I don't feel like sexually attracted or something, and then the whole thing what would you say to someone who's considering in that way of thinking? That's a tough one, I know, but...
I know it's a tough one, and it goes back to this whole subject of compatibility and experimentation. Hollywood would have you believe things a certain way that you need to experiment sexually before, but a relationship is built over decades, it's not built overnight. It's something which, can I actually be sure that we're compatible from a sexual experience? Well, no, it just means that we can perform in bed, but can I perform other things during the other parts of a relationship? Cleaning the dishes, making the bed. She's had a bad day. How do I handle when she's in a mood? Am I going to just blame it on, she must be on her time of the month? Or am I actually going to sit down and go, stop using that as a crutch and actually let's get down and maybe she needs some pampering?
So you're talking about the practicalities of life priming over what seems to be Well, I really appreciate David and Ela's candor and willingness to share such sensitive subjects. Next week, we're going to go over some other controversial issues between couples in marriage. Jesus loves you, and I hope I see you then. God bless and bye for now.